Hey everybody, it's your boy DJ Shark. Oh wait, oh, sorry, wrong script. Hello everybody, welcome to It Came from the Backlog. Today we are joined by the magnanimous, the ready-made for cyberpunk itself, Jason Moth, who you will recall.
It is I, Jason.
He has, as many of you have listened to, written a very thorough review of LX2.
A review that you turned into a video, a really good video, I might add. So thanks for that.
It was a pleasure. And today we are going to be looking at a different Piranha Bytes game, and Cloudpunk. And for those of you just joining us who haven't seen It Came from the Backlog before, we're going to take a look at two very interesting, very different games from our respective backlogs that we haven't tried before. I might not have tried it, my guest might not have tried it. In this case, I haven't tried either of them, so I have absolutely no idea what we're getting into, but I know I liked LX2, so hopefully I like Risen 2.
Yeah, I have played that one, but it's been like, I think, 10 years,
Yeah,
8 years maybe,
it's
a long
console
time.
generation.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's gonna be a bit weird. I remember liking it, but I know a lot of people hate it. So, I'm curious what you think about it.
Odds are high for it with me because of the whole, I like Eurojank. I dig it. I still love a lot of Spiders RPGs, and Piranha Bytes is a very similar sort of, we might not have the budget, but we don't care.
We have the ambition. That's kind of what I like about companies like this. They have a dream, and they really try to make it happen. They usually can't, but they try.
Indeed. Plus, I mean, it still is kind of amazing some of the things that come together. Whoa, okay, they are just giving us right in to Cloudpunk. Okay.
So I'm going to have some delay here.
Yep, it'll be about 4
for me it's still
seconds.
loading. Okay, now. Okay. No.
Control, come in. This is... Wait, is this channel receiving me?
Driver 14FC, this is Control.
Right off the
We
bat,
read
this
you.
looks really.
Is that you, Carmine?
Yep.
No, my name is Rania.
No, you're the new kid.
I'm the new driver, yeah. Who is Carmine?
He was driver 14FB.
What happened to
So
him?
what genre, what
He
kind of game is
retired
this? Do you
last
know?
month.
Good for him.
It is a full-on cyberpunk
Not really.
experience, but
He
primarily
was in the big
you're a
Sector
delivery
6
person.
crash last week. Lots
Okay.
of people got retired.
FedEx Simulator.
Don't worry, you won't be flying
I'm
through
going.
that
I'm like
section
to
for
believe that I'm
hours
a
yet.
bit more timely.
Where do I go now?
Oh.
Well, how are you
Okay.
handling your Hava?
Okay, I
We-
guess.
I
don't
nearly
have
drove into a
FedEx
cop
here, but-
already. This is off to a
References.
great start.
You're a good
All right.
driver, but navigating a Hava around Navalis isn't like driving your flat country roads back home. Now, this city goes
this is
down
all
100 miles and
voxel
up
based.
1,000. Remember, you're
So
not
it's like
driving an old
Minecraft in that
internal
respect.
combustion
Every single
engine. You'll
pixel
need
is a
to
3D
engage your
block.
vertical repulsors or find one of the car lifts. Fly to headquarters. I'll give you more instructions when you arrive.
Thanks, Control.
I get some.
One more thing, 14FC. Welcome to Cloudpunk.
Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm doing this right, but to avoid hearing you twice because of the delay, I'm muting the stream, so
That's
I
perfectly
can't
fine. Yeah, no.
really hear the.
The audio is not
voice
bad,
acting.
but other than a little bit of synth backing, we're just hearing the engines of the hovercraft. That's about it. Actually, very minimalist audio design.
Actually, I'll probably unmute it every once in a while just to get a feel of the audio.
Yeah, I will try to not talk over most of the cutscenes. I just wasn't expecting them to be like, okay, and now you're in the game. Oops. Accidentally ran into-
Okay, so I unmuted and I heard myself for a second. I muted it back. For some reason, my voice, I don't know, sounds strange.
Everyone finds everyone's voice strange. When I'm editing my audio, I tend to have it at like 1.60 speed.
Really?
Seriously, if I sound like a chipmunk, it's so much easier to listen to.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's
So
just-
strange.
Yeah, it's a very strange thing, but it tricks my brain, and it's like, okay, we're good.
I think it's because, I don't know, maybe when it's processed or something, it doesn't sound the same as when you speak and you hear yourself in real time, maybe.
There's where I need to be, but I'm stuck in the transit. There we go. Okay.
Okay, so do you have like a mission,
I'm
something?
supposed to get to
What are you doing?
headquarters.
Oh, pick up payload. Okay, I see.
Do I not park in there, or do I? Ah, there's park vehicle. I do understand you're supposed to be able to go out on foot. Yep. Okay, so we actually do have like a third-person view of our character in that. Looks like she's made of Legos.
Yeah, up close, it really looks blocky.
Oh, you can even go first person. But, whoa, the first-person camera does not handle right. It's a little disorienting, because it seems like they set the camera in your chest instead of in your eyes. Hello, Pal Keys! How are you doing, sir?
Well, speaking of chest cameras, that's how a lot of old shooters used to do it. You know, when your gun is like in the middle of the screen,
Oh, yeah.
like it's coming out of your chest.
Janus Privacy Solutions offers the best in camera-defying subdermal face obfuscation technology.
I'll turn back a bit. I like how it just says gang member on that NPC.
Yeah, I see that, yeah. You can talk to the gang member?
Hey,
But
come
I
here a
like
minute.
how openly it's advertised, you know. I'm just a
We wanna
gang
talk
member,
to you.
you know,
So talk.
What do you do?
nothing special.
Delivery.
You're Cloudpunk, right?
If you
Why you be nice to her? She delivers to the spire.
show me something to respect, that
You're sassy, acting like you weren't afraid of us.
I ain't.
She don't know who she's talking to, Razor. She don't know how you got that name.
Razor, are you a shaving robot?
You don't gotta take that from her type, Razor. You gotta do something.
Nah, I like her. She's got a big mouth like me.
So we're talking to
So you're both
robots?
part of Block 40, right?
You heard of us?
Okay,
I
so your
heard
impression
there's
so
an
far,
android gang I should
better
avoid.
or worse than
That's good
Cyberpunk
advice. You don't
2077?
want to get in our way.
Why do you get such a bad
Noah's
reputation?
lips have started
do a lot of
stopped
things we
moving,
ain't
so
supposed
we're
to.
already miles ahead.
Robbing people?
Do they have
Nah,
lips?
Much worse.
No,
Urban renewal,
which is probably a
bitch.
smart
Oh,
forethought
yeah.
on theirs.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Urban renewal.
Yeah.
could be.
Community project. Planting, turning old factories into plant.
I mean, no,
There ain't nothing in the virus that will get you in more trouble than fucking with. We would be safer if we were straight murdering fools.
well, good luck, I guess. That sounds like a worthwhile thing for a gang to do. I just figured gangs in Navala.
Okay,
You
so
assumed
your
wrong,
character
but that's
is a
all
human,
We
right?
ain't
I
surprised
guess.
they talk shit about
No, I
us.
don't think the gang.
Kind-
I think
Well,
the gang
I
members
won't.
are robots.
I
I
hope
think
you
we
two
are
never
human,
get caught.
But
Fuck yeah. You was right, Razor.
You stay
It's
loose,
a bit
Cloudpunk.
hard to tell.
I guess you have to go by the little impression that you're gonna think. Okay, so I can go in now. Nope, still not going. Whoa, that man has very penguin-esque proportions. Is Batman looking for you, Cobblepot? Has to be a way inside. Oh, wait. Oh gosh, this camera.
14 FC, this is going to the Marrow.
Where's that?
Pretty low in the city superstructure. I'll give you a waypoint on your navcom to help you find it. Be careful down there. It's busy, and it's a maze. Not exactly the rich part of town. Kind of place where you wipe your feet on the way out.
Okay.
Okay.
Carmenus was a great driver. You got big boots to fill. He flew delivery for over 10 years, you know?
How about the driver before him?
14 FA? Lasted one night. Yeah. Most
So do you
drivers
have
only
like
last
a
one
big
night.
map, or do
quit
you
the
have to
job?
rely on the minimap?
It seems to. Okay, we do have a
One
big
way
map.
or another. Yeah, you seem like a nice kid, 14FC. I hope you make it. Don't get lost down there in the Marrow.
I'll try. What's in the package?
2 rules, kid. Don't miss a delivery, and don't ask what's in the package. Everything else is just guidelines.
I see there's been budget cuts from, do a left, but now we've only got 2 rules.
Whoa, pretty big.
Yeah, it's a very large map. The handling is a little weird on the keyboard, but okay, whoa! Yeah, I feel like the camera could have used a little bit more fine tuning, but otherwise,
So,
this seems fine.
are you on rails during these sections, or
No,
can you
I'm
freely?
free to fly as I wish, but there's not really
Okay.
much I know to do besides doing the objective yet. Whoa!
Hey, 14FC, are you there? I just remembered I didn't talk to you about the Ascenders.
Okay, so I guess
think
you're
I know how they
going
work,
to a
Control.
different area.
You do?
Yeah, I'm assuming to be.
They go up and also down, right?
Yeah, that's about it. You know why?
No.
This is going to be a big difference compared
It's
to
about
Reason
vert
2
ceilings.
because there's
Not those
no
again.
loading screens.
Say
Absolutely
again,
no.
14FC.
Sorry, just making a kind of joke. Go ahead, Control.
Hoppers are tuned to a vertical field frequency.
I'm just glad I haven't crashed
Based on the
into
layer
anything
of the city
horribly
they're
yet.
in. That field
Pretty much
locks you
where
to a
I'm sitting
maximum
at
and
this
minimum
exact second is like
altitude.
nothing has
That's why you need the
exploded
Ascenders.
into a ball of
They
flame.
take you up or down a layer.
This
and as they
reminds me
carry
a
you,
bit
they
of
reset your
Freelancer.
Hoppers field frequency.
Yeah.
They reset the vertical ceiling
Like
and
the,
floor.
you know,
But
going.
Havas fly just fine outside
Sure, there's
Novalis
systems there,
without
but
vert
going from
fields.
place to place,
Well,
just
that's true. Your hover
traveling, delivering stuff.
Yes. You're right on the money
What?
on saying, yeah, this is very much FedEx Simulator.
fly fine in areas without the
But
fields.
the world design, on the other hand, kind of
Even in
Blade
old
Runner-esque.
parts of the city that are
Oh, you
off
can
the
go through
grid,
the field
but
gates.
the
I
grid
wish I
holds
had
everything
known that.
together in the city. Tracks you, gives you access to the nets, the comm, the mapping systems, the reserve power if your engine stalls.
Ooh, now we're getting
And
to
it
flooded
stops us just
electricity.
flying straight up to the spire too, right?
That's right.
Are you a
kid.
fan of
The
Cyberpunk in
CEOs don't
general?
want you flying up and looking in their
Say that again?
windows. They prefer
Are you
their
a fan of
privacy.
Cyberpunk in
I
general?
guess we don't get many
I
jobs
think
up
it's a
there
very
anyway.
interesting setting. I
You
like
might be
speculative
surprised,
fiction in
kid.
general. It's usually a matter of what sort of story they're going for, but in general, I do like when someone actually tries to really play with expectations and all kinds of settings. But Cyberpunk's been one that I feel like we could actually do a bit more with games. It's like everyone wants to be Deus Ex and just Deus Ex and never really trying for something different like this. Like, there's a whole wealth of things you can do besides just immersive sim. Every other kind of like a genre of setting or whatever, please feel free to make an immersive sim. I love immersive sims. But
Yeah.
Cyberpunk, I feel like
Did
we
you
can
try
actually
the
have a bit more
okonomiyaki?
variety.
Isn't that a pancake?
Yeah, that's true.
Right, with fish flakes. Oh, it's to.
I wouldn't trust the fish flakes here.
Would you like to appear on my food review channel? It's on. We're looking for people to react to different stimuli.
What?
There's a free meal in it for you. Or would you pretend to be real? Our viewers love that.
I am annoyed.
That's perfect.
I keep getting thrown off because this is one of those games where sprinting is the default, and I keep hitting shift to sprint, and it's like, nope, that's block.
Oh,
Okay. Erwin Carver. Here I am,
thank
Lincoln.
God. This will change everything. Where do I sign?
Right here, Mr. Carva.
That's not
Please,
very cyberpunk.
call me Erwin. It's from my parents. They died, you know. Cora only
Voice
knows what
acting is
caused
all
the
over
crash.
the map.
I'm sure they saved their whole life to give this to me. I thought it would be in cash. Limbs. But my neighbor said they'd probably leave me pressed gold. That way, you don't pay so much.
Sure, here you go.
It's just an expression. You want to see what's inside? I can
yes,
maybe
I'm
give you a
only
tip
now
of its
seeing
limbs.
Abraham Lincoln.
Not every day you
There's
see
quite a
someone
bit of
become
delay.
rich and... Just think,
Fortunately.
I can finally
It
get
should
the
be
eye
like
surgery
that.
I need. 2 augments. No expense spared. I can hardly read the holocrons these days. It's all just a blur. Let's see.
I mean, this guy looks
What is
not
it?
like the
Gold?
portrait.
It's old toys.
Like, two different
My
people.
ship models. The R7 ICBM.
Also, he kind of looks like a
and
chimp.
Sputnik.
Hmm.
The NASA shuttles. The UN
Thankfully not an NFT
Interplanetary
one.
101.
Yeah.
There's a note, right?
Yeah, let's see. Dear
You know
Erwin,
what?
We
Lately,
know these
I
toys were
haven't
important
heard
to
a
you
lot.
at one time.
It's,
We need to sell the apartment.
I think
but
it's
your
starting
father
to
has
die
a
down.
scheme. It seems risky, but if all goes well, this will arrive just before we land at the colonies. We're going to the stars, just like we always dreamed. I know it's hard out there, but if we keep our heads down, we can start sending you money for the operations. More than enough money. Just hold on, honey. Everything's going to be okay.
Well, this
Sorry.
is a very sad story to
should
start
go.
things off with.
Yeah.
First delivery and everyone is already thoroughly depressed. Yep, this is definitely Cyberpunk. Seriously though, this one random guy looks like he's from a different game.
Good job, kid. I looked
Can we
into your
have like a
profile. It says
cyberpunk game
you
that's not
came
a
from the
dystopia?
Eastern Peninsula. Heard it's nice there. What made you want to come slumming with us?
Do
in
you know?
Valis?
of
It's
any?
the biggest city in the world.
I'm trying to
I
think.
wanted to make an
Yeah.
impression.
It's not easy to break out in the Valis.
Oh, by the
kid.
way, I think
Making it
now
here is like
it's a
trying
good
to
time to
paint on the
plug
surface of a river.
Robert's
The
list
current of
of
people,
best
yeah,
cyberpunk
ideas, and
games.
the crowds, they wash everything away.
I'll make it.
Park real quick. Let me
Sure
pull
you
that
will, kid.
up.
Just try making
Is
it
that
through
because
tonight
one of our
first.
colleagues
We need you
with
to
a
head up to the
marvelous
mercantile
list of
district. You're
cyberpunk
moving up
games.
in the world.
What's
Ones
the
that
job?
Are fantastic.
Same as always.
And
Take a
run
package from A
smoothly.
to
And
B
coincidentally,
without
the
too
first
many
one on the list
questions.
is Cloudpunk.
A is a warehouse.
Yep.
B is a penthouse. Transmitting nav points
Yeah,
now.
I was just looking
And
through the
remember,
list,
don't
trying
let
to
'em
find
look down
one
on you,
that's not a
kid. The
dystopia.
merchants
I don't
are
know
as
all
far
of
from
these
the
games,
clouds as
but
they are from the gutter.
Okay,
One
control.
Wild Cowboy
On my
isn't
way.
the most dystopian, I suppose.
I don't know
Shut-
that one.
Shadowrun is not so much dystopian as it is just, you know, medieval fantasy, but in cyberpunk. So I could see the case maybe being made for that one.
Only Universal Resort VR can take you there. Universal Resort. Better
Oh.
than real.
What about the original Deus Ex? It's been a while since I played it.
Oh,
Can't
that's
remember a
dystopian.
lot.
That's dystopian. Literally opens
That's
with a
dystopian,
terrorist
right?
attack.
It's been such a long time since I played it. The Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. That's kind of.
That one's so over the top that it really
Load
is up to
Hova
everyone
AI.
else to decide whether that
Load
is
assistant.
dystopian or not.
Load computer.
It's kind of fun and
Helper.
wacky and.
Do you want to activate the generic automata?
Yes, that's the one.
Okay, this one, Cruelty
Automata
Squad.
now available in generic
I've not
limited
heard
mode.
Oh, no,
How can I
that
help you
is-
today, sir?
It is
Not
actively
sir.
made
My name is
to
Rania.
just feel like
How can I help you
it's
today,
amazing,
Mr.
but it is
Rania?
like
I'm
intentionally
not a
the
mister.
grossest, most
Update
over-the-top
my profile, please.
immersive sim you'll ever
Profile
see.
changes are locked in the
Oh, is it?
trial generic automata.
It's a very chill game,
Okay,
but
so-
also very.
Would you like to upgrade to my limited offer monthly
I'm not
subscription
sure where
premium
this
mode?
one's going is I think the biggest
Now, just
question mark.
how much to replace you with an existing AI?
I'm
Do you
wondering
have a
if
hard copy of the
you
AI
can
on
upgrade your
storage
ship
media?
or maybe
I do.
change your ship.
Then the transfer
on.
cost to unlock the automata is 1,500 limbs, sir.
I don't
How
think
would
you
you like
just
to pay?
Direct transfer.
deliver stuff all the
Please
game,
insert storage media.
or maybe you
Transfer
do.
in process. Automata personality Camus will be activated in approximately 20 minutes. Would you like to deactivate the generic automata personality now?
Yes.
Deactivating. Please enjoy your new automata. Good
So
day,
you decide
Mr.
to not
Rania.
use the lanes anymore?
I am the lanes.
Okay. I am the law. Are there any
You from the
Judge
East,
Dredd
lady?
games?
You're good.
but no corp sec.
Because that's a cool setting.
It is. Oh my gosh, you can actually, like, buy drugs.
Sounds good.
Thanks.
You folks from the East are good.
I mean, I'm kind of impressed that they put in the work to make everything this detailed. They could have easily just made the section where you fly around, not like the street level.
You the delivery driver?
But the street level is
I'm from Cloudpunk.
looks nice.
Cloudpunk.
From afar.
All right, here's the
I
package.
mean, up close,
Don't
I know
open it,
some of
don't
these
ask me about
characters
it, and don't be late.
Okay, thanks.
What
a
did
bit
I
too
just
blocky
say?
for my taste.
Beat that last bit the guy shot a little bit in game.
Also, they kind of look almost 2D.
Come in, 14FC.
Oh yeah,
How are you handling the Hava
that's
so
the
far?
beauty of
Hello, this is
voxels. When you do it
14FC.
right, it looks
Yes,
like you're
everything
legitimately
is
walking
totally
in sprites,
fine.
but in a nice way.
Relax, kid. You'll get the hang of it. What's giving you the most trouble? The traffic?
Yeah, and how fast everyone drives. They all know exactly where they're going.
You'll be that fast once you get your bearings. Faster, even. Just remember, the
Yes, I
highways,
noticed
channel, and induction loop
the word
through your
Cloudpunk
Hava.
was mentioned.
Right.
Not sure.
It's pretty simple.
What
If
that
you're on
is.
the highways, it's like the road is moving under
Oh,
you.
so it's okay.
You get a big speed boost. Use the highways to get as close to your destination as you can, and then cut off when you're close.
I can only park in the bays, right?
That's right. Havas aren't meant to touch the
For
ground.
some reason, I keep looking at the word and
repulsors
forget
on the
to
parking bays keep the
read
undercarriage a few centimeters off the ground.
questions.
It's not just a technical restriction. CorpSec defines the parking around the city to maximize traffic flow.
They're throwing a lot of exposition at us really quick. That is... I'm trying to keep track while also keep talking because they just like, here's all this lore building, here's all this lore building, here's all
I
this
guess
lore
that's a
building.
good thing
We've
for
only been
us.
playing for like 20
And
minutes.
them too.
So basically, so far, I have no idea what's going on. I know you deliver stuff, but it's kind of...
Basically, we're not supposed to ask any questions, and we are, you're supposed to just, you know, be delivering packages all over the place, and apparently, like, at some point soon, our player character, Reyna's AI, is supposed to be activating, and she will, or they will, at some point activate and, you know, provide us with some sort of companion who isn't an absolute doof, as opposed to the original automata, which was just, the AI was not clever.
I see.
Oh. That.
Is the ship difficult to handle?
It's a little difficult on a keyboard. It clearly was made for a controller, and I do not have one on hand to just plug in. The lighting is...
Yeah, I wanted to
good.
say that this ship does not look aerodynamic.
Yeah, they even just mentioned that in game. That it's like, yeah, by the way, we don't so much let these cars park. They're literally not allowed to. They're built to be suspended constantly. So even the parking garage is like a constant repulsor lift to keep things from collapsing in.
I have your delivery.
Give it here.
It says I'm to deliver to Mr. De Beer.
That's my employer.
Was that
Give
a
it- Hey,
Rumba?
street rat. Has this been
What?
good?
Rumba.
Most drivers ask
What you
what's
said.
in the package.
What's in the pack?
Dinner.
From which animal?
What a strange question.
I think you just delivered meat for a cannibal.
Wait, you're delivering meat for a cannibal?
I think we just delivered meat to a cannibal.
Okay. Oh, I see Abraham again. They're kind of reusing the same faces a bit.
Cash to enter your security code, but I don't know what Reyna's security code is. Oh, I see. I had like 1,000.
14FC, are you back in Midtown yet? Look, kid, we messed up. We need you to get through a CorpSec security checkpoint. Now, you've never been scanned by CorpSec. We just paid to wipe your record, so we need them to hold a clean file on you.
They won't recognize me?
Not unless
The
you've
cannibal
broken
is
any
being
other
kept
laws.
in a secure
Sending
place.
you a nav point now. One more thing, kid. You need to go through on foot, so don't look suspicious. Or act suspicious. And don't mention Cloudpunk. Or me.
Oh, so our job is illegal, apparently.
But you work for like a big company that...
No, apparently something Rena did in the past is really not great, and on top of that, they had to pay to get her records cleared, and technically working at Cloudpunk is also not so legal, so that's a...
Okay.
There's a lot of question marks here. Lots of
Getting a
humans.
bit intriguing.
Hold up, lady. Let's see either your citizen license.
I wish you people would just call them bribes.
What's that?
Nothing, officer. Here's my...
Okay. I just have to create a new record for you and then... Hold, please. I'm getting a message. Yes, Agent Rio. No, sir. Her name is Rania. Cloudpunk? I don't think so, sir. Yes, sir. I'll ask her. Yes, sir. I'll tell you if I think she's lying. Ma'am, are you now, or have you at any time been a part of the illicit delivery service known as Cloudpunk?
Never heard of them.
Hold, please. Yes, sir. She says she's never heard of them. I believe her, sir. Okay, sir, I'll let her through. And I'll... She can hear me. Yes. Yep. Okay, then. I'll do that. Sir, yes, sir. Okay, miss, you can go. Your
Is it
details
just
have
me
been
or
updated.
does
When I
almost
scanned your
everybody
ID,
look
our
the same?
servers said you're
Yeah,
a musician
the
from the Eastern
enforcement-
I mean, not to be racist,
Wanna
you
play
know,
us
but...
some music?
No, you're
Maybe
not
another
being
time.
racist. It's the aesthetic. There's a lot of repeated character models. Hello, we have a T-Watch. Hi, Zoe. I don't know what a T-Watch is.
Yeah, me neither. Do you watch?
I do not know.
Somebody's T-posing while watching this?
Oh, Tornado Watch. Great. In my area,
Excuse me,
there's a
miss.
Tornado Watch.
Have you seen her?
Okay,
Seen who?
that's
Nari.
not good.
No, that's not.
I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. I can't
What
find
area
her.
do you live in?
I mean, do you have somewhere to stay? I know a shelter nearby.
Why would I
I
need a
mean, you
shelter?
know, not...
Well, your clothes
not
are
your
nice,
address,
and
just
it
like...
looks like your exterior
Okay,
dermis is
okay,
broken.
all
I
right.
can see some of your endoskeleton.
No, I can't.
I
go
don't
to a
think you're
shelter.
doxing yourself by
Not-
saying the
Who's
state,
Nari?
but okay, okay.
She is gone. And when she
These
left, she took
tries-
all my happiness with her.
Can't you call her?
She does not answer.
Maybe she doesn't want to talk to you.
That can't be true.
Sounds like she's giving you a pretty clear message.
Dread
What
versus
was the
Death.
last
I've
thing
been
she
curious
said to
about
you?
that one.
That she would love me forever.
Sorry to hear that the controls are so laggy.
Sorry. There have been a lot of accidents
Oh, is
in the
that a
city.
Judge Dredd game?
I'm not saying she was in one, but just, you know, it can be hard to keep in touch with people. I have to say, this city is...
Too fast.
Yeah. Do you have any leads?
She had no money.
She wouldn't last long here then. Maybe the Marrow?
I will try there next.
Well, good luck. What's your name again?
Takeo, if you see Nari, tell her Takeo is looking for her.
I will.
Yeah, that was a unique conversation.
Your automata custom personality is ready for instantiation. Would you like to activate Camus now?
Yes, please.
That last NPC looked different, so that's nice.
Camus,
do
are
have
you there?
some variety.
It's you. I missed you.
I just think
Camus
it's
is a
strange
puppy.
because
Happy.
the
What
I
am
mean
I?
the world itself
Feels
The CT
Strange.
You've been
seems
loaded
to
into
have a
my
lot of
vehicle's
variety, but
automata
then
slot.
when you
Oh.
talk to people, half of them look the same.
Sorry, Camus. This is all I can afford right now.
I was a bad dog?
No, you were the best, Camus.
I am just a Hova now. Not as good.
I know. We'll get you a new body, I promise. It will
Your
just take a
robot
while.
dog
I have a new job.
is an AI.
You don't play music
in her
anymore?
car.
I like music.
Me too, Camus, but we need money. We lost the house. I had to move us to Novalis.
Oh no. We hate the city.
So
We did. Maybe it's not so bad now.
is this
I'm doing deliveries.
a real
We are
dog
doing
that was turned
deliveries.
into an
I am
AI,
helping.
or an
I'm
AI
not
that
sure.
was?
Yeah,
But
we're a
it
team,
has
right?
A very
I will
dog-like
help.
personality.
I feel not so good though. I am sleepy now.
It's the automata slot in the Hova car. It's pretty limited, and the hardware runs at a lower clock cycle,
I
so
would be
you might need
pretty
to take it
freaked
easy
out if
for a while.
my dog started talking
Don't
to me, especially
understand.
since I don't have.
Your higher operating functions are multi-threaded, but that's not supported with the hardware we have. That means it might take you a bit longer to figure things out, but you'll get there.
I'm sleepy.
Okay, rest for now, Camus. I'll bring you online soon. And Camus, I missed you too.
Where am I supposed to go now? Okay, now we're getting a new mission. Hello, Horror King.
Hello, hello.
Oh, not 14 FC. We sent someone else. We need you to... Damn it. Sorry. We need you to pick up a package from Cambria Heights. It's a residential zone. I'm sending a nav point now.
Okay, on my way.
Wait. 14 FC?
Is there a problem?
No, never mind. Good luck.
Take right here. It's a very, like, surprisingly involving experience for being otherwise just a date game, because I'm just having to figure out, okay, how do I get around this city without crashing into everything?
Yeah, there's also a lot of reading and storytelling.
Yes.
A lot of exposition, like you mentioned earlier.
They like their exposition in this game.
Yep.
Yes, let me park. There we go. Really trying to think now if there is like a cyberpunk thing that is optimistic.
Control, I'm at the
I guess
destination
the best
and
example
no one
might
is here.
be something
Control.
in like superheroes
Camus,
or
are
stuff
you
like
awake?
that.
Yes, I am awake. Excited. Want to help.
Can you scan the
Okay.
area?
Well,
Local
do
scan.
you know anything
Look for ID
specific?
chips on possible delivery containers.
I
Actually
don't know
can't
how.
think of anything.
Wait. I know how. I think. What is box?
A box is a square cube.
No. What is that box? It's right there.
Okay, I see it. I guess that's the package then.
Why is no one here? I have bad feelings.
Me too, Camus.
I guess Legion of Superheroes? Legion of Superheroes, they're basically in a cyberpunk future, and they aren't horrifically dystopian. I mean, they're a little more
I'm
space
not-
age, but they are probably the best example I can think of, because like they have all sorts of technology and everything. And it's
I
actually
hear
making stuff better
noise.
instead of worse.
What noise, Camus?
Tick-tock,
I'm not
tick-tock,
familiar with
tick-tock.
that one.
From the
Oh,
package.
is it a show,
it too.
comics, or
I still have bad
what is
feelings.
it?
1 second, Camus. Control, come in. Control, this is driver 14 FC. Come in. This is important.
Driver 14 FC, this is Control. Please deliver your current package with urgency.
Control, why is this package ticking?
Don't should have to do this. Go. Fine. Teller.
You're carrying a bomb.
Control,
now?
what's happening there?
Nothing. I've been informed that you're to
I
stop
think I
calling
lost you
us
for a
about
second
the
there.
package.
Can you hear me?
Deliver it quickly.
You're back.
That is all.
Oh,
Please.
okay.
No more communication until delivery.
Camus, I don't know what to
Yes,
do.
so what,
I am
you
nervous.
carrying a bomb?
Seems to be.
Why?
I am nervous because you are nervous. Maybe we can throw away
Where?
the tick-tock. Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock.
Maybe. I could dump it at the trash chute in Section 8B. That sends it into the refuse collection at the base of the city. Nothing ever comes back from there.
Will Mr. Control be mad?
Yes, but I get a bad feeling too, Camus. I think it will be bad either way.
I want to help, but don't know what to do.
I know, Camus, I know. I just have to make a call on this one.
What are we thinking? Do we deliver the package to its intended destination, or do we send it down the garbage chute?
I mean, whatever causes the most damage.
That will probably be delivering it to the Metro Hub. We're
Yeah.
choosing violence
You'll
today.
have your
Gotcha.
answer. I choose violence every time. But are you delivering the bomb so they can use it to blow something up, or?
I'm not entirely clear. They are not giving me a lot of details.
Maybe they're going to defuse it, or?
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, probably not, but you know.
I appreciate your attempts at positive thinking.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying, but it's hard. I'm not a very positive person.
I guess it was nothing. We did our job, Camus. We shouldn't ask so many questions.
I am not sure.
You want to say something?
If it is okay?
Sure.
Is this a job good?
It pays good.
Are we doing good things?
No more questions, please, Camus.
Okay.
Okay, wow. Okay, so you earn money instantly, so we're now up another like 200 or so dollars in game.
Yeah, and what can you buy with money?
So far, I've seen drugs. Drugs.
Okay. Sure.
There seems to be.
For personal use or delivery?
Driver
For personal
14
use, it seems
FC,
to be.
this is Control. Is there anything you want to tell me about that last job?
It's kind of a strange
No,
game.
nothing.
All right. Well, I'm just glad it went okay. For your next delivery, please proceed to the following nav point to collect a package at Life Corp Industries.
Oh,
You'll need to find a way up to the roof of the building. Our client didn't leave us an access code, but, well, you're a smart kid. You'll think of something. Control out.
I don't know why, but that character just shut in my eyes.
Hey, Driver 14 FC, you can't be bumping that hover around the city like that. You're gonna have to hit a repair station. If the damage gets worse, I can't get you out of the standard Cloudpunk hover damage penalty fine.
Didn't hit anything though. Why am I being told that I hit something when I didn't hit anything? I'm confused. In some way up.
I'm here.
Sign here, please. You'll find the package on the
There's
roof
some
through the
really good
hotel
music
entry
in
to
the
your
game.
right. The access code is B965E. And don't talk to the package.
B965E.
Don't what?
You'll see what I mean. It won't shut up. It's going to Avalon.
The package is going to talk to me.
The package is
Driver
going to talk
14
to you?
FC, this is Control.
Apparently.
Just checking that you made that delivery.
I'm on it.
Wasn't there a
Checking
bomb
up on me?
in the package? Is this
No,
different
we're
package?
This is a different package.
What was that?
Man, I can't
I
keep up.
don't know, driver. The city AI acting up again? Relocating a district, maybe?
No, this felt like an explosion.
Yeah, you're right. I'm getting reports over the wire right now. It was an explosion.
Control? Was it at the Metro hub?
No, well, it was in that district, but it was in the bay.
In the delivery bay?
Yes.
Control? Did I just...
Unrelated.
What?
Your delivery was unrelated to the explosion.
But I...
Authorizing a bonus payment for driver 14FC, transferring additional funds now.
Why am I being given more money? Control?
Driver 14FC, we are not authorized to discuss previous jobs. That's in the rules.
I thought they were guidelines, not rules.
Please complete your outstanding contract at LifeCorp Industries. Control out.
Oh dear.
Control? Control! Camus, are you on comm?
I
what
did
happened?
not, Ken,
I am nervous.
As I
That was a big boom. My windows got shaky. Did we do that?
No.
I'm not sure how much
we
insight
didn't do
I will
anything
have
wrong.
to offer,
Okay.
since I'm not huge on slasher movies, but I'm sure that you've done a marvelous job.
Yo, what is up, listeners? This your boy Rory Alpha giving you a shout. Like this young lady here who is desperate to have her say on the Undernet's hottest loudcast.
Could you get the microphone away from me?
Oh, we have here another stuck-up young woman. I call it fake-up because it is really lies to...
Your listeners are called the Bro.
That's right, the bro...
And your show is a...
Finally giving the bros a...
I don't think you want me on your show.
let's try to talk to someone better, bro brothers. We need a real man on...
How about that CorpSec officer? He seems to be looking at you.
Alright, bros, we're gonna boost. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Okay, so the portrait for Rory Alpha looks nothing like that.
Yeah, no, that was...
It looks really strange. Looks a bit like Drax.
Yeah, if Drax was like
Little bit.
absolutely high or something. Okay, so I'm upstairs now. So B 9 6 5 8. Seriously, why is there this random guy who looks like he's from The Simpsons? He keeps just appearing.
Hello?
Box is talking to us.
Okay, I better unmute. What the hell? I want to hear this. Wait, was that the actual box or a guy named Box?
That was the box.
Okay.
Well, I'm with you on wondering, is there just going to be a guy named Box at this point?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like anything's possible in this world.
Hello. Can you hear me? I can hear you, Box. How are you today?
Camus, we're not supposed to talk to the box.
I completely understand. Are you an android too, Camus?
Fine. You can answer him, Camus.
I am an automata. I am a dog. Or a car. I am a dog car. How strange. Hey, fella, you're a box. I am in a box. My name is William.
What are you if you're not a box?
Okay, so now basically a dog is talking to a box.
William.
Is that what's
What
happening?
are you? Yep. I was a sous chef in Little China, but not anymore. I'm moving up in the world. In a way that makes me sad too. How come? Because I won't be able to talk to little people like you anymore. That will be a shame. But it will all be worth it. Avalon Heights. I can't wait. What will you do up there? I don't know yet. It's exciting.
maybe I'll be working as a personal assistant to some pop star. Or maybe even a CEO. Perhaps I'll be an executive at one of those big corps, hiring and firing. I would love to fire a human one day. Oh, no offense, driver.
None taken.
What's it like being a driver? I love to hear about poor people. Now that I will be rich, I might even be an organizer for charity dinners.
Okay, so you can upgrade.
You won't be invited, of course.
It costs
but I
pretty
would
penny
talk
money,
about
yes.
you.
Thanks. And I've only been a driver for a little while. I was a musician.
Perhaps I shall be a musician. Of course, I will be too rich and too busy to learn to play, but I might get some augments so that I can perform. Maybe the saxophone.
Uh-huh.
But now you have less
Rania
money
lost
for
her
drugs.
home, and we were evicted,
That's
Box.
not good.
I mean, William, we had to move to the city.
Why?
Debt corpse.
Oh yes, they can be very unpleasant. I have heard.
She had to sell my body for money, too.
A circumstance with which I am familiar. I sold my body also. You see, a chef's android body is worth a lot these days. My body was the only part of me worth anything. Now I'm just a head and a dream.
Can we open the box to see him? I want to see the head.
No, we're not allowed to open the packages. We're not supposed to speak to them either.
I am sad.
You'll get over it.
Yes, doggy. Don't worry. One day you'll have a lovely body like mine.
This is a very peculiar game.
Yep.
What will your
I
new body be like?
kinda have a hard time
I'm
following.
sure it will be something good.
Yeah,
I
I'd say
traded
that's
my
probably
old
biggest
body, my
criticism, too,
apartment,
is
and
it
all
just,
my
like,
savings for this
it's
place
neat,
in the
It's
spire.
It's very random.
Surely they have the
Yeah, it
best
throws a lot
Android phones
at you,
there,
and
too.
Hey, 14FC, we did a status check on your vehicle performance, and it's
So
running
was
clean as a
William
Spire
in the
Sky.
box, or?
Look after your Hava, and she'll look after you. That's what I always say. Good work, kid.
Place to park. While we meander around with our head in a box, I'm curious, Jason, what got you started in games coverage?
Well, I mean, basically my love for games. I kind of wanted to do something like this for a long time, and the first time I got into it was, I think, 2013. So I've been doing that for almost 10 years now, 9 years.
Nice.
I've worked on a bunch of different websites, mostly freelancing these past few years, until I met James last year.
Fearless
And
leader.
then, you know, yes, a fearless leader. You know, one thing led to another, and so he initially offered to buy half of my former website, which is called Fiction Talk. And I don't know, about a month after that, he was like, you know what? Let's just partner up on BossLevelGamer. So gamer. So that's kind of the whole story, basically.
And thus the site was born.
Yeah, I mean, the site was there before I joined up.
What you looking for?
I think the site was launched about a year ago. I think February or March of 2021. But they didn't start, you know, really posting consistently until about October when I joined up.
Thanks.
Hey, come back anytime.
When did you start covering games?
For me, it was a couple years before you. But at first it was more of a hobbyist thing. Game Informer Online used to have a blogging community section where anybody could post. It was a bit of a Wild West. Like, there was even this one guy who caused enough controversies that he basically had rivalries with the editors of the actual magazine.
Okay.
But, I actually, fun fact, I interviewed the composer, for Piranha Bytes at the time, the guy behind the
Really?
series. Yes, because an indie game project I was on, he was, maybe I have to go up a floor. Yeah, looks like I might have to. Okay, let's go back and try and see if we can go up a floor. But, yeah, he, Kai Rosenkrantz, yeah, he was the first person I ever got to, like, professionally type of interview. And, on top of that, I started trying to just do reviews and stuff like that because I read a review for what is now one of my favorite games of all time, and I read and I was like, this doesn't seem to add up. Like, I was reading the review and it's like, it sounds like the game itself is fine. It sounds like it doesn't fit this critic's particular belief of just how high a fidelity a game should have more than anything else. And as I started exploring games like that, I started looking at games that were getting less positive reviews and seeing, okay, but let's give this another look at this. I started to
So you're... no, sorry. Go on.
I just, like, it sort of made me sit up and realize that, there was a very, at the time, especially back in like 2010s, there was a very monolithic approach to how games journalism sort of worked. There was like pretty much a general consensus. Nowadays it's a lot more diversified, but at the time I was like, I want to take a look at this stuff. I want to see what else there is to see, and now I've fallen down many rabbit holes of, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize this thing existed, and I want to tell everyone about it. I'm sorry, you were trying to say something.
No, I was trying to say it kind of sounded like maybe you're trying to be like devil's advocate.
At first, I think back when I was a teenager, yes.
Maybe a little.
Yeah, definitely when I was a teenager, I'm fully willing to cop to that. That, like, yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad thing, you know. I'm not saying. I think it's pretty cool, actually.
I appreciate that. It's just like.
You are right. I mean, even now, yes, it is more diversified, but like most of the big websites, your IGNs, your GameSpots, you know, all that stuff, I mean, all the reviews are kind of the same for the big games, especially. That's... I mean, I haven't read all that many reviews recently, but usually, like, if it's a big game, a AAA game, it's like the big websites don't want to upset the publisher, so they all give it
I wouldn't even say it's that. It's just that there is a certain style of like-minded,
You're a vacuum cleaner?
approach to reviewing games in a certain way. Like,
I'm a
this Batman game makes you feel like Batman. You will feel like Batman. You will feel like Batman. It makes you feel like Batman. The important thing is it makes you feel like Batman. It's like there's a focus on the experiential without like going as deep as
and you will be working
pretty much any Batman game can make you feel like Batman.
Avalon Heights.
But
as the junior apprentice unit.
Sorry, William.
Sorry, for
Sorry,
what?
I just heard the.
I'm to be the junior apprentice.
Let me get.
Oh, I understand.
But okay, there we go. Basically, just there's a lot more to what makes the game work. For a long time, there was a very heavy focus on fidelity over all else. It's the graphics, it's how many polygons are we pushing, how detailed are the facial animations. And I get that. For a while there was a big climb for that, and there were games that were not doing such a great job of that. But it led to this sort of weird space
Do you
where
miss
there are
William?
some games that
I do
nowadays
not.
are really
Okay.
not pleasant
Me
to
neither.
play.
Well, we took William to his new home.
But
I think we should go and check on ours.
I feel like there
We
could
have a
been,
home. Is it
there
big?
could have been
Does it
something
have a
little bit
garden?
More.
Do I have my own room?
Sorry, Camus,
Could've been-
it's
there could've
not
been
really a
more
home.
yeah,
It's
there's
just a
more
place where we
nuance
can
to
stay for a
appreciate all
while.
the different
And it's
ways
all
that
I
even
can
just on the
afford on the
aesthetic
Cloudpunk salary.
standpoint, that
No pool,
games
no
communicate what
butler.
they're doing and whatever,
I'm not even
and
sure we have
how
running water.
It all wraps up.
Maybe we
into
can go somewhere
a
nicer
cohesive
if
package.
Cloudpunk pays us
sound
lots.
design.
Camus,
Pretty much
life is going to be hard here in
almost
Novalis.
every game that people
you
love
need to prepare
has
yourself for that.
jaw-dropping sound design.
Even this place might be too
but
expensive.
it rarely actually
we
gets
can't afford to
credit
mess up.
for being such
Got
an
it?
important part
One
of the
bad night
experience.
and we could be evicted.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
understand.
A lot of people,
So
including
don't get excited
reviewers,
about this new place.
kinda
It's
ignore
not much.
sound design.
Okay, I understand.
It's just
I
like,
am still
They
excited.
actually did like a statistical analysis, and like graphics are the main thing that almost every game review talks about. Like if you just cull from the whole internet, it's like it is one of the top things that gets discussed. But at the end of the day, graphics are going to age no matter what. Like it could be, they could be trying to make the most timeless game ever, and there will still be something about it that ages it and restricts it a bit and makes it so that you can tell that, oh, this is just a little bit older. And I just always think back to when the Uncharted Nathan Drake trilogy was sending out a preview code, and one website mistook it as a preview code for Uncharted 4, and literally everything they complained about with the demo sequence in Uncharted 2 was like, yeah, I felt like that when I was playing it for the first time. And yeah, it's funny that we all can acknowledge that now. So I feel like we're getting past that finally. We're starting to appreciate that there's more types of experiences, but now it feels like the main focus is on legitimizing games, where we kind of already have. Like, I get it. There are people who
Yeah, I
still
think so.
Like, there are people who look at games and they'll just be like, they're still just, there are people who think that they're like children's toys or whatever. But yes, but those people tend to be
boomers.
Yeah, they are much older, whereas the average age of someone who plays games is at least 30, and between mobile gaming making it way easier to get into it, and the streaming options that are coming out right now, and just like, there are so many different layers of experiencing and feeling, you know, in this space, the way to engage with being in the gaming sphere, that it's really hard to say that we need to legitimize it now. It's more a matter of thinking about, okay, we want stories that push the medium and whatever, but are we really thinking about it? Because, like, I still remember people going on about how The Last of Us Part 2 was, you know, making them rethink about how they feel about violence in games and whatever, but it's like, there are other games that have communicated that without forcing you to murder people and stuff like that, where it's actually, there's an option to not, where you're challenged to think things through a bit more, and that's a bit more of an informed conversation.
Dishonored is a good example.
Yes. Oh yeah, especially Dishonored 2, because like they literally change your dialogue and everything based on how you're behaving. That like you can actively see a moral reflection of your behavior without the game explicitly, you know, trying to shout every single time you stabbed every single person in that room, that means you are evil forever. No, there's layers to it and stuff like that, into like, okay, I was in a tense combat situation there, but this level I'm going to try to be better in, just the ebb and flow, and it's, you know, it's interactive. That's just what we come for with games. We want things.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the biggest thing that separates games from other mediums.
Yeah.
Other entertainment forms.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
As far as legitimizing it goes, I mean,
Camus,
isn't gaming one of the biggest
I'm in the apartment.
entertainment industries
You're authorized
now?
to
So
access the systems in here.
I think we're there. We're
I am here.
pretty
It is
legitimate.
amazing. There's a table and a balcony, and the roof perfectly fits on top of the walls.
Yeah, it's all right, I guess.
this
A
is
bit
our
sparse. I'd love to be able to decorate, you know, make it less.
Oh yeah, I wanted
clinical.
to mention something
Do
since
you remember the birds we had back
you talked
home?
about your very first interview.
Yes, they landed on the
I
window
wanted to
ledge.
mention my first
I
interview.
could never catch them.
Yeah.
Which
not much
was
chance
with
of wildlife here.
a
There are
gentleman
rats.
called
I
Chris
detect
Abbott.
almost 50 within
Not
the
sure if you
property.
know
Ugh,
that
do me a
is.
favor, Camus. Never
He's the
mention
voice
rats
of
again.
Vegeta.
Okay.
In the Dragon
There are
Ball.
also a number of rare
Dragon
breeds
Ball.
of some
yeah, I've
spider.
heard of
Dragon
it,
Ball
yeah.
everything.
Also
Anime,
not
the
good.
games, the movies,
Come
the
on,
whatever.
we should get back to work. If I get a bonus
He's like
tonight, maybe I can buy a
the
picture or a
well,
map
obviously
or
the
something.
English voice.
Mm-hmm.
I was so excited about because I love Dragon Ball and Vegeta's my favorite character. But
Bravo 14FC,
like
this is Control. Command.
my English is
We
my
need you to
spoken
deliver
English
a
is still
package
pretty
to the
bad now.
Synwave
Back then,
nightclub.
like
Fine.
You're gonna
6,
have to
7 years
deliver
ago,
in person to the rooftop.
it was
That's where
so
you can
bad.
access the
I
VIP
plus I
area.
was nervous. I
So
could
I just go to
barely
the door
ask him the
and-
questions, which I
Not
had
gonna
written
lie,
down
kid, this
before.
one is gonna be tricky, but I think you can do it.
But yeah, it's a bit embarrassing to think about now, but still kind of a fun memory, you know. I just because I got to chat with him a little bit,
Oh yeah, no,
and he actually pulled a prank on me. So, you know, I got in touch with his like PR people, whatever, and they gave me the number. And when I called, he was like, he changed his voice, and because you know he's a voice actor, he can do a lot of voices. He's really good. And he was like, "Yes, this is Starbucks. Are you calling for a job opening?" And I was like, "What? Starbucks? No. I think I got the wrong number. So you don't want a job at Starbucks? I mean, we have a lot of openings here." And I was like, "No." I was so confused. I mean,
I respect his commitment to the bit.
I was like, "What? Starbucks?" And just as I was about to hang up, no, wait, it's me, it's Chris. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was so awesome because I mean, at the time I was writing for a pretty small website. So, you know, he probably didn't even heard about the website. But, you know, he still was very friendly and cool and, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh god.
So yeah, that was my I think that was my only like over the phone interview, you know. I did a few written ones, but you know, I don't think I did any other voiced ones.
It's always easier when you can do it written. But speaking of voices, it's time for us to take a quick break and wet our whistles, and then we will be back with Risen 2 Dark Waters Yar. Yar, we be sailing the digital seas of risen to dark waters.
Our mateys, shiver me timbers.
Alright, let's see here. And do let me know that this is coming through smoothly on the stream, because yeah, this game does not like windowed mode.
Oh, okay, yeah. So far, so good. Looks pretty good. Let me get my eye patch, my wooden leg, and my hook.
Chosen by the gods to determine
my grog,
the fate
of
of
course.
the world. The Titan Lords were the first.
Any other stereotypical pirate?
With their help, the gods created.
Well, I understand you do unlock the ability to equip
when
a
their
parrot
work
in this
was
game.
done, the
Oh yeah,
Titan
yeah.
Lords turned on
You do
each other
voodoo.
and began a
Also,
war that
you have a
ravaged the
monkey,
earth.
a pet monkey.
The gods grew angry when they saw.
I mean, and
Dude,
it's awesome. I know a lot of people hate it, and you know, for good reason. It has a lot of problems, but it also has a lot of cool stuff. Like when you fight, you can throw sand in the faces of people.
Oh my gosh, you literally can do the pocket sand.
Yeah, there's a lot of dirty fighting, and you know, the game encourages you actually to do stuff like that. But yeah, the parrot is awesome. There's like a little, I don't know what, some type of monster who's a pirate, but it thinks it's a human. It's kind of like a gremlin, and it swears a lot.
Cards, yeah.
That's like the best character in the game, but he swears constantly.
Oh
It's really, really fun.
And now we're on a speed run to get the demonetized, I guess.
No, you don't get to that
Lots
character
of,
until.
oh wow, yeah, you know, I was thinking there's
later
lots
on.
of rain, but I don't think that's gonna help with the fire. Oh, this is the headquarters of the Inquisition. If the Inquisition is on fire, then who set fire to the Inquisition? Isn't that their job? Is this friendly fire?
I think like the main antagonists in this series are like the Titans.
They did mention something like that.
Which were
Ugh, what? Let's see here. These boots were made for meandering.
With all due respect, Lieutenant, you're drunk. And a
now that I
disgrace to
look at it, looks worse than I remember.
Go bother someone who gives a damn.
Like the graphics, but
Some
you know,
generation
it's not,
games have that effect. Like,
not terrible. Okay.
yeah, it's like, oh right, yeah. There was a time when we were like, wow, I don't know how games could get more realistic.
Yeah.
I didn't like that bottle anyway. Whoa, that camera is sensitive. Okay, inventory. I have usable items. Loot. I have bullets. I have a pistol.
Still not a pirate yet.
Oh, you can't equip the DLC pirate stuff because you're not a pirate yet. I won't wear them until I'm a pirate.
Doesn't that make sense? You have to be a pirate to wear pirate stuff.
Still not a pirate yet.
So I think I can't remember that clearly, but in the first game, so like in all Piranha Bytes games, you can choose. There's factions. There's 3 factions usually, and you can choose what to play. But I think for the ending of the first game, they choose the Inquisition ending maybe as canon. So you're kind of like in the Inquisition, and then you become a pirate.
I'm sure we'll
not
see
sure.
very shortly.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the story. I played these games, but it's been a long time.
Carlos, how you doing? You know, I just realized I forgot to take the cap off of this thing.
In this storm.
That ship is really not
the
steady.
storm I'm worried about. It's what might be hiding in it.
I don't see what you're worrying about.
Voice acting is good. Oh dear.
I think the combat is the thing that people were complaining the most about.
Well, to be fair, people tend to complain about any combat system that isn't press 2 buttons to win. feels like.
Yeah, I mean, these games do have janky combat, but part of it is intentional.
Mm-hmm.
I actually can't remember if it's the same in Reason, but in the first two Gothic games, as you were getting more skilled at combat, the animations would improve, basically, and they would become more fluid. So as you are fighting, you could feel yourself improving. It wasn't just you do more damage, you actually have different animations and combos and stuff. It was really cool.
You can tell that you're actually learning.
Now let me through.
No weapon? You got a death wish
So,
or something?
VidKid asks, I can't remember, but was Voodoo locked to a faction? You know what? I can't remember either.
Not now.
I don't think so.
Alright, I'll claim some chicken and a fat person. There we go, a sword. Apple.
Like, Voodoo is like probably one of the best things in the game. You can make like these little, how do you call, puppet things. And well, I can't remember the name. Voodoo dolls, okay, yeah. You can make voodoo dolls of people, and you can stab them, and they take damage. Not people, I think NPCs too, monsters. Not sure.
Wow, there is actually like a nice set of islands to go to. Okay, now just how do I actually withdraw the sword that I have equipped?
I have a weapon. Now can I go? All right. Good luck. You'll need it. They kill most folk. But you'll be fine.
They kill most people, but I specifically will be fine. I am protagonist man. I'm allowed. Let's see here.
Protagonist man.
Protagonist man. I am default man with the power to do everything slightly above average.
Wait, does I don't think you have a name, right?
Given that the subtitles said me, yeah, I think.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It's the
I
same in
killed-
Gothic, but
Wow, I killed a rat and I got 21 glory. That. How dangerous was that rat?
a glorious victory.
So
Yes, only starting with Elex did they started to name the protagonist. And I kind of liked it when you didn't have a name, because then it was like it was you know, you weren't Jax or I don't know, John. You were you. It was a bit more immersive.
Everyone was John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name too.
Can you say that name again?
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt?
Have you never heard that song?
I don't think so.
Oh my word! Oh. Okay.
I want the link and I want it now.
Okay, hold on. I will pause the game. Alright, we need to do some education. VidKid asks if Voodoo was locked to a specific faction or not.
Yeah, I talked about that earlier.
Right, oh, right.
And I actually can't remember, to be honest, but I don't think it was.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. It might have been.
Okay, so I'm shooting you the link. It is and this is actually, I will also include the link to the thing that I was referencing with that, which is a scene from Psych, in which they bring up the song. Psych is a American comedy crime TV show where a guy pretends to be a psychic, and it's constantly just being ridiculous to people.
I want to rescue the survivors.
Not with this ship, you won't. Yeah, get down to the beach if you want to rescue some driftwood.
Okay, so this is
Clear off.
a song.
Yes,
It's definitely a song. I'll say that much.
Come back tomorrow.
This is.
You know, it's catchy.
It's very memeable.
Okay, let's be honest. I'll listen to it a couple of times and then I'll sing it probably myself.
It is one of those dangerously infectious, you know, all ages songs. Just like as a kid, it gets. As soon as it's in your head, it's there. So there you go. There's your that you are now officially an American.
Okay, now this is the the America I never knew. All these years talking to Americans, I had a feeling I, kind of started to understand the culture, but you hit me with songs like this, I don't even know anymore. So was that scene from the show a reference? No, scratch that. Was the song first and then the
song was
show?
First, yes. The song
okay.
was. The song is decades old now, at least.
So they didn't make the song for the at some other point in the show to reference
Hey,
later
it's
on.
the last from the box art. Wow.
Man, that fire looks bad. That torch.
Budget cuts, you know.
Yeah, but for the longest time, fire was really hard to get right.
Oh yeah.
Like if you look at all games, they are fire and water. Water, I think it's a bit easier.
There are actually some pretty cost-effective ways to render water and stuff like that. It's just a matter of, if you're trying to simulate it, like if you're trying to have boats float or
This
whatever.
is not you rescuing me. I was fine.
Patty, how are you here?
Nice to see you too.
So Patty
I'm here
was
because I
in the
have to get
previous
a
game?
message to the Inquisition, and you're helping.
I think so.
We need to find Carlos, then a ship, a fast one.
That's the other thing I'll give Piranha Bytes is that, like, they are unafraid to just have things existing in the universe, and they're like, oh, were you not here for that? We'll roll with it. We're not going to drag this out like a Marvel movie. It's just like, this is a person, they're important. We're working with this.
I mean, they always make their games for their audience.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
And they kind of just assume you play their previous stuff. They don't really, explain a lot of the world, the characters, anything like that. They kind of assume, you know it.
And right now he's in Tacarigua.
Tacarigua. That's where the Black Betty is heading from here, taking troops.
And that is one of the many things that I love about Dead Space 2 is also that they like to knit together.
Wait. Ah, there we go. I was waiting all night for that.
I lulled him into a false sense of security, kids.
Yes, finally, it was mentioned.
I should let her sleep.
Like a necromorph, I was waiting for the jump scare. Wait, Juan, have you been standing there this whole time?
Nothing. Another shit job to do. Ship's about to sail and I've got a prisoner to load.
Juan is a bit of a creep.
Who's the prisoner?
Some pirate. Joined one of our ships, then tried to raid our storehouse. Idiot. So he gets a one-way trip to Tacarigua.
Yeah, also Piranha Bytes really has a thing for Spanish names. They had a lot of them in Gothic.
Which is interesting because,
isn't it obvious?
Correct me if I'm wrong, it was in like Germany or Poland, right?
Yeah, they're German. I don't know why.
I'll show them how to fight.
Oh, so the hero of
But I like
has
it.
his own methods, does he? Perhaps our...
You'd be better...
Also, in this specific scenario, it does make sense with the Inquisition.
Oh yeah, no, this is like they're going for the Caribbean.
And yeah.
Let's try.
Watch.
Like, in Gothic, I don't know, maybe not so much, but.
Wait, I can train these guys how to fight by just absolutely murking the other guy here with the pistol.
Come on! What's keeping you?
Watch, gentlemen. I'm going to show you the ancient art of Indiana Jonesing this shit.
on, you show him. Do it! What's keeping you? Attack!
I can't believe I just pulled that off. Oh, it's amazing. I just shot a man 3 times in the shoulder. And it's just like, oh, it's fine. We're all good.
Just a flash one.
And his health is already back up to full.
Wasn't too bad a workout, was it? Next time, hero, it'll be different.
Oh, the slow motion at the end. I just got to that part.
What do I know about picking locks? Not now.
I do like that the protagonist has a response to so many different things to like touch and talk about and everything.
The situation hasn't changed.
Oh yeah. These games are very interaction heavy. You can interact with a lot of stuff in the environment. And the world kind of feels alive, you know. It's not just it's not just there. You can actually go anywhere, interact with a lot of stuff.
Bloody fool.
It might not be the prettiest, but you know, it has other things going on.
Losing to that monstrosity of hers. There's been a new development there. We believe there may be a magical weapon powerful enough to kill the Kraken. One of my best men is looking into it.
What can one man do against that monster?
Sebastiano almost sounds like a discount version of oh, what's his name? The one guy from What We Do in Shadows, the TV show. He was also in the IT crowd. Hold on, I have to.
I have seen the IT crowd. Haven't seen the though.
He's
Which
the
character?
executive's son. Father. I'm trying to think. Hold on.
Oh, okay. I know the character. With,
yeah, it's
the guy with the long hair, right?
Yes, and he puts the revolver in his mouth. Doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't know his name though.
Matt Berry. I know this because my friend Isaac is obsessed with Matt Berry and has always been insisting that I am Matt Berry whenever I have my hair long.
Okay.
So it's just like, okay.
Is he right?
I know that I can exaggerate like that, and I can do a really terrible English accent. That's about all I can do as far as getting close to Matt Berry, though. I am, however, as has been demonstrated more than once, perfectly happy to ham it up like no tomorrow. Let's see here.
I can handle myself.
That's your best man. Does the High Council know about this?
No, and there's no reason they need to. Let them take forever coming to a decision. We need to act now.
I see. I just hope you know what you're doing.
The lip syncing is kind of amazing, though. It is on a whole other level. It's like everyone is accidentally smiling constantly.
So I'm pretty sure they made the game for the German version. So it's. I'm not saying the lip syncing is better for that, but it's probably.
It's like when you're going, you know, from a very inelegantly dubbed over anime.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And once I'm with the pirates,
earn Steelbeard's trust.
Steelbeard? Steelbeard. I guess Edward Teach was out for lunch, so they got his cousin.
Steelbeard.
And I do this
the cousin of Blackbeard.
Yes. Steelbeard. He wanted to sound cooler, then he forgot that steel weighs a lot more and drowns in water.
Sebastiano is the only
But is Steelbeard also a pirate, or is he a good guy?
That is the question. I think he is a pirate, but the good guy pirate?
So I can't even trust my own people.
Maybe.
They may have a connection to the pirates. There's no way of knowing.
And of course he dresses in bright colors.
I understand.
If there's any chance
this
weapon exists,
and he has a teal beard.
You're our only hope now. Don't forget. From this moment
Full on
you're
techno
no longer
Viking.
part of the Inquisition.
Oh, I can zoom the camera.
Rules is rules. As long as High Council's...
Okay, sure thing, random guard. Oh no! Another glorious rat to kill. Yay.
Kill
I
him.
achieved more glory. My game has been saved.
Is there an RPG without rats in it? Feels like rats, wolves, and spiders are in every RPG ever.
There are some without spiders because of arachnophobia and all that, but oh, Patty's up.
So, slept like a log, I hope.
Yeah. If the log didn't sleep at all and got woken up by the screams of a madman, how did you cope all these months?
Made a friend. An intoxicating beauty. Name of Rum.
Huh. Then you and my father had a friend in common. You'd be great drinking buddies.
Tell me about your father.
What's to know? It's a short story. Father leaves me on Faranga with nothing but a chart and a single page of his diary. But guess what the page shows the way to? Treasure.
Well,
Not
I
just
think
any treasure,
after
this treasure.
this intro
Only
sequence,
one
you
detail
won't
missing.
return to
Which island it's on. I'm going
this
to find
fortress again
You
later.
still want to steal your father's treasure?
No.
Like, once the game opens up, you're kind of just
Still, you help
going
me
from
find
island to
treasure,
island,
and I'll
just
help you
doing
find your
whatever.
weapon.
A pirate's life.
Yep, exactly.
You won't be sorry. This is going to be fun. Any other survivors on the beach?
I'm sorry.
Oh, such a loss. Right. So go do whatever it is you still need to do here, and I'll meet you at the ship. Don't be long.
Did you get the windowed mode to work?
No, it's still not working, so, we are full screen ahead. Although I
Okay,
gotta
so
say, for something that I'm only running at 1080p right now, it still looks really crisp.
I mean, it's not bad.
Let's see here, storehouse.
Did you
master.
see another ship was hit?
So you
last
can
night
see
right
the
by
chat.
fortress?
I was on the
No,
tower.
what
saw
happened?
Really?
Okay, so I got a couple of comments.
Okay.
Maybe you could
Okay,
take
so we have the Horror King said on a bridge when it comes to that space, we all knew you'd break sooner or later, of course.
Not now.
What? Why is
okay.
the storehouse master attacking me?
Go on, get out of it.
Because you, I didn't get to that part yet because of the delay.
I walked.
Go, please. Go on.
Also, Tiora Craft said steel beard because his girlfriend complained his beard was scratchy as steel wool. Could be.
Yeah, I could see.
It's time we weren't here.
Okay, so it's a nickname his
I
girlfriend
keep
gave.
on thinking, what if they sail with us?
Possible.
Because Scratchbeard implies that he needs to see a doctor.
Yeah.
The skies are clear today. That means.
Wow, that man's face is horrifying. The helmsman, please tell me we do not have to keep him.
Oh, and VidKid made a really important point.
There you are.
Some free advice: saving is probably important, and
Let's go
it
to
really
Taco
is.
Radio.
I don't
Tell
think
it to the
there's an
captain.
autosave, so
Oh,
if
there
you
is.
die,
I keep on thinking,
is
what
there
if
an
they sail
autosave?
without
Yep.
us?
Nothing I can do.
Okay.
All I know is I'd
I
rather
thought,
be
yeah,
owned
the
by an
Gothic
angry
games
crowd.
didn't have autosave. I thought the recent ones didn't either.
I'm guessing this one, it's a matter of... Okay. Let's heal up a bit. I think it's because this one was like explicitly made for people who play on like Xbox and PS3 more than the first. Because I remember the first Risen, like, it came out for PC and 360, and I do distinctly remember the 360 not going over super great.
Give me some gold, and I can.
Yeah, you could be right.
Weapon, you pay me, and you go and.
Once
So
you
we're
know,
not
the game opens up, you should still save manually. You'll die a lot. Like, you think you die a lot in Souls games? No, you die a lot here. A lot more.
You want me to
Oh, I
steal
can
my
believe
own
it from what little I got to play of LX2.
I've seen you.
I mean, in every Piranha games, you die like dozens of times, hundreds maybe, by the time you finish the game. When you play the first time. if you replay it, you
but
you
I'm
already
teaching
know
you
the
how to
game.
sneak in.
You won't die as much, but you'll still die.
Sounds about right. But wait until day. There's guards during the. I'll
I played the first two Gothics, I think about a dozen times each, and I never finished one without dying.
and your weight spread.
Oh yeah, I can believe it.
Don't go clod-upping about like a fucking herd of protectors.
Yeah, so Gothic is like, it's kind of like my Dead Space, basically.
Take another drink.
Yeah, I don't talk as much about it because it's more obscure, you know, not a lot of people know about it.
I do think it's.
I like it as much as you like Dead Space. I think maybe, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to insult you.
You're not going to insult me by saying that I'm probably a little bit too fixated. It was a very lucky happenstance of it being at the right time in the right place when I was starting to do my whole starting to be more critical in analysis, and I was like, wow, this is really interesting. Plus, it also, let me see here if I can pull up the chat on my phone. There we go. It was a matter of like when I really started to take all this stuff more seriously, it just kind of hit me all at once, with especially with like the likes of Dead Space and that, where I realized just how much I had undervalued horror gaming on a whole. Okay, now I can walk.
Do you remember the first game you ever wrote about? Like, even, you know, if it was like a small opinion piece, a news piece, whatever.
I think the first time I ever tried to do like an official type review or anything, I would previewed the demo for Army of Two: The Devil's Cartel. I did not have fond things to say about the demo. It was a little broken. You could essentially create the perfect gun. Like, I am not kidding here. The perfect gun.
Please.
You could absolutely just create this thing that had no recoil, maximum damage output, a magazine that can hold like 100 rounds. You literally just is like, screw you, I want you dead. The gun.
Did that make it into the final game?
Oh yeah, Army of Two: The Devil's Cartel.
Yeah.
If something goes missing.
It is an absolute just mess. Like, it was trying to be serious and try to talk about the Mexican cartels, and whoa, we just saw the protagonist's teeth really close there. But yeah, it was.
Perhaps you're lost. I hope so.
The ship's ready. How about you?
Oh, so you mentioned earlier about the storehouse guy, quartermaster, whatever, attacking you. And that's because you entered the storehouse.
Yep,
so,
I found out if I crouch right beside him, it doesn't count.
Yes, yes. Okay, so that's kind of one of the things I like most about Piranha Bytes games. Because when you do things you shouldn't, like enter people's houses, they yell at you, and if you don't get out, they'll attack you. Which sounds so intuitive, but a lot of games don't do that for some reason.
No, I still remember
like, you can enter people's houses, steal everything you want, and you know, nobody says anything.
At you, and they're just
while
like,
staring at you.
You're the protagonist. What do I know? Yeah. My life savings aren't that important.
No, like, here they'll attack you, and not just for that. Like, if you draw your weapon in town, everybody else draws their weapon, and they tell you to shoot it back, or else you get it. And 9 times out of 10, they will kill you.
But maybe we can get some clues that'll help us track down their den. We should get ourselves ready for the expedition.
So the first game I ever covered was, I think it was I'm not sure if it was in alpha or beta, but it was Hearthstone. Actually, one of the, before it released, one of the early versions of Hearthstone.
Oh my.
And like you, I didn't have a lot of good things to say about it.
Oh no, palabra.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad, but it's
It don't half make
so
life easier having slaves
really
around.
simple, and
You got rid of your uniform.
it's not that great of a card game.
Due to inappropriate, a not unreasonable explanation, judging by the state of you.
Wait,
Now,
what does
no
inappropriate
one
behavior mean, Sebastiano?
What a
You're
splendid
naked?
day.
I mean, come on.
No,
Put something on.
it won't let me. It won't let me put anything on.
Or maybe because
protagonist guy is like not unreasonable for muscular men in games. Like, he's not a stack of bricks. He's just a dude. Who,
Yep.
So
exactly.
It's actually oddly refreshing because usually it's only in the likes of Dead Space or Alan Wake that you get that. There, you may have another drink.
Yep. Getting it now.
We can keep this up. We're gonna have you lit like a Christmas tree.
We don't usually get anyone but
Yeah.
soldiers and workers around here.
No, but
Think
yeah,
we
I
can
know
do
what you
something
mean.
useful. But you just look like
I mean,
some
I
kind of
get,
work somewhere about.
you know,
What's your business
fantasy
here in
aspect.
Puerto Sacarico?
Everybody wants to be like a cooler, a buffer, a sexier, whatever version.
I'm just passing through. This
Sometimes you
reputable type
just
like
want to
you?
be a dude, just a
you-
guy,
Listen up. Here's a word to
just
the
a
wise.
regular person.
This is a decent place, and I aim to keep it that way. Worst comes to the worst, you can always work with the slaves harvesting. Get on my wrong side though. Only one guest in there at the moment, so plenty of room for another undesirable like you. We understand each other?
I think so.
Yeah, I can see from just having played a little bit of this why exactly a lot of reviewers, especially at the time, would have been like, "This is not good," but you know, it's Eurojank. It is so
Yeah,
amazingly that I also love that you have your gun pointed almost directly at your balls. That is.
Your report, Lieutenant.
That's priceless.
I'm afraid the delivery is somewhat smaller this time.
Also, you notice how
What do
you
you mean
basically
by
start
smaller?
nothing and nobody
few of the crates
respects
are
you, nobody
missing.
cares about you.
Missing?
You're
How?
not the hero.
Pirates must have crept
You
into
won't be the
storage.
hero
But the
until like
storehouse is-
the late game,
Whoa,
basically.
look,
Until
look
then,
what
you're
we
just
have
like
here.
anybody else,
if it was
lower
allowed.
than a lot of other
He
people.
even looks like a lout. Do you know what he did?
The Commandant didn't say. Something
The dirty dog. Come on, let's go.
Wait,
Let's get something
something
to eat.
unspeakable to his girlfriend. So wait, are they just saying that you got dishonorably discharged because you're kinky? Is that
The
actually?
storehouse is guarded at night.
I mean, you're in the army or whatever, you can be kinky in the army.
The guards were elsewhere, sir. Chasing the runaway slave, sir.
They what? They what?
Don't shoot the messenger, sir.
And who
So
shot
Vidkid
our
has
ship,
an
Lieutenant?
interesting comment.
It's all DeFuego's fault.
How many of our favorite games are so? This is in reference to what we're talking about earlier. How many of our favorite games are so because they showed up at the right time in our life? For me, that was Morrowind, and it's hard. It's a hard game to recommend to people. Yeah.
Well, yes. I mean,
Morrowind is another one of my favorite games, and it's.
look at my amazing
so,
melee hit rate.
It came out around the same time as the second Gothic, I believe, 2002.
Yeah, that was it was one of the first
Like-
Western RPGs to come to an original Xbox even.
Like the early 2000s were great for a lot of games that really pushed the limit of what we thought was possible before then. Like, especially in terms of open worlds.
Oh yeah.
Like, Morrowind was great, really great. And yeah, I know the feeling of being hard to recommend to someone. That game is really janky. But I still love it. It's my favorite Elder Scrolls game.
No stamina to worry about, so it's time to take out Puma.
Yeah, they only started adding stamina in Elex, I think. Maybe. I think Gothic 3 also had it. I hate stamina games. I really hate it.
Like, there's a time and a place for it. I definitely feel like there's some reason for it, but almost all the time is not when people are telling you to. It should be like, I understand it if it's, I understand it in a Souls-like, but there's like when it was in Jedi Fallen Order, it was like, you're not really Dark Souls with Star Wars. You're just Tomb Raider trying to be a Dark Souls game. Stop. Let's stop acting like stamina is a major issue for a Jedi.
Yeah.
I don't recall Obi-Wan Kenobi needing to, you know, step back for a minute and have a potion to fight, you know, General Grievous.
Yeah.
Horror King, I am a terrible joke, so sure. Ooh, an oyster shell. Ah! It's a sand devil.
Forgot that you got a companion at the beginning.
Yeah, she helps a lot.
Yeah, because, yeah.
I got a sand devil sensor. Now I can sense more sand devils.
Pretty sure you didn't get a companion in the first reason.
From what I remember hearing, no, it was like you basically shipwrecked and landed a ship.
Yeah, you wash up on a beach and you have nothing, basically. You have a tree branch. That's it.
Well, according to Sebastiano, washing up on a beach is a common thing for our protagonist.
Yeah.
I have leveled up. Any recommendations on what I should level up?
So you'll have to show me the
There's
skill
blades,
menu.
firearms, toughness, cunning, and voodoo.
Definitely not voodoo, because you won't get that till later on in the game.
So
probably toughness or blade. I'd say.
Go with toughness.
But you can't just. Don't you need a teacher to?
I got a teacher for basic sneaking, but yeah, I'm gonna need a teacher for the rest of the cunning and what have you.
Yeah. So I know you can't like, you know, level up just by adding points
first I have
to
to know where
something.
I'm going.
At least for a lot of skills.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you can for stats.
His feet have got to hurt by now.
26.
No, that's very clean and soft sand.
Wait, 26, 27, 29? Oh, you actually mentioned it.
28.
I've got my own system, so don't go confusing me.
Sorry, did I interrupt you?
Well, yes, but not from anything important. Just making sure the posh folk of
Why
Caldera
do
will still
dogs
have
always
sugar for
run
their
to the
tea.
door when they hear the
Crazy, isn't
doorbell
it?
ring?
The
It's
whole world's
hardly
going to
ever
shit,
for
and here
them.
we are still worrying about pennies and profit. So, you're here looking for a job?
There was indeed a terrible joke.
Yeah, I don't understand what the punchline was. Oh.
I mean, I guess it's hardly ever for them, like, it's sometimes for them.
I need to earn some gold.
You know, it could be.
Always plenty of work for day laborers here.
How do I sign up?
Go see Osorio. He's the man to
You're
speak
talking madness,
We'll be
Horror
in his
King, which
kitchen,
is usual for you.
building in front of the square.
Madness.
I have to get going now.
Righto.
Cease this madness at once.
29.
So I was. 29, 30, 31.
Oh, I love that they actually give you the option there to potentially mess him up. And just be like, oh no, you're on 28. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just gonna steal all of your meal. Oh, there's even a quick save function. Okay, awesome.
Imagine that. Okay, so I guess you can steal some things. You generally can steal from inside
He's already sold
buildings.
my red bandana.
Like, I think if something's outside, it's okay.
And he kept my black pearl earring for himself.
Black Pearl, I
Right,
understand
you.
that
I'm
reference
not
there.
the only one having bad luck, eh? Your mates in the Inquisition chuck you out. Everything go okay at the storehouse.
The Inquisition can fuck right off.
Now you're talking my language.
So, thoughts on
So,
Morrowind?
What are you gonna do now?
I have
It was
never
mentioned
played it.
earlier. You have never played Morrowind.
I have a copy of it.
Shame on you. A shameful display.
I like to. I like it when I punch a thing for it to be punched.
Okay, so you don't like missing 10 times and then hitting the thing once.
There's a reason I tend to also give flack to like XCOM 2 for it being like, but your sword missed.
No,
like,
that's all my favorite games.
I
Those
like
are all my
it
favorite.
if I am not the hugest fan of dice rolls. Is the main
Okay, so-
lesson to take away here is I like it where if I'm aiming at a thing and the thing hits the thing, it should do something. I am very fine with it not doing a ton. I just want it to do something. Having it do nothing is a bit much. And like there are games where I can understand that because like I played there's an emulator for the N-Gage now, okay? So I've actually played the Elder Scrolls Shadowkey. And that thing is very much like Morrowind. Other than bow and arrow and throwing daggers, basically every other 20th swing of your melee attack actually hits anything for the longest time. But
I get that, but there's also that sense of progression. Like in time, you get a lot better.
when I was younger, I was totally on board with that. The older I get, the more I want it to be, I point at the thing, it go boom.
Okay, yeah, I can understand that because it's kind of wasting your time. So yeah, the older you get, the less time you have to play. So I definitely get that.
Yeah, like when I was a kid, I played through Knights of the Old Republic 2 like 20 times, and that thing has some of the weirdest dice rolls. But nowadays, if I'm going to replay it, I'd be like, yeah, I'm probably going to turn down the difficulty setting a little bit.
How do I get the pearl?
Do you know how to pick pockets? No worries. I know all about the art of thieving.
So I can assume you don't like any Dungeons and Dragons inspired type stuff.
Oh, no,
CRPG stuff.
There are CRPGs I love. Disco Elysium is one of my favorite games of all
There's
time.
a lot of dice rolling in those.
There are, but it's
Usually.
not combat. It's about
Okay, yeah.
That's the other key thing is like, if it's not combat heavy, I'm a lot more inclined to it because it can lead to more unexpected outcomes. In combat, it's pretty binary. I punch a thing, it doesn't hit, I'm gonna take damage. I fail a skill check to persuade someone, the dialogue shifts. I have to account for different things. I have to figure out a new way to solve this problem. That's a lot more intriguing to me right now.
Can we finish this later?
Oh, I can't get more cunning right now.
How do...
You know those dreams where you try to punch something, it's like you don't have strength or your arms are really flappy. That's kind of like what Morrowind feels like. Yeah, you keep trying, but you can't hit it. At first, at least.
Here you go.
Yeah,
But I don't know. The combat isn't great, but the thing I really liked about the game is the world.
Oh yeah, no, and I understand that. That's why I still want to try Morrowind at some point. Some of the other older Elder Scrolls games is that sense of freedom. 100%, I completely get it. It's just, Disco Elysium definitely made me think, okay, this is where a dice roll can work, and I'm not going to be nearly as flustered. Versus, because like I wanted to encourage me to come up with a creative solution, rather than just having me go, I guess I just back away and fire another magic missile, because that was even my first D&D experience. I joined up with some friends, but our GM for that was someone I hadn't met before, and he kept basically encouraging everyone to be murder hobos, and I was very
hobos.
Yeah, basically just like, we're just gonna go from town to town and kill a bunch of things, and that's pretty much all we're gonna do. I was like, but I want to talk to the characters. I want to engage with the story. I want to live in this world, like you're saying, like be engaged with this fictional setting. And it took me a while to figure out where on the role-playing game spectrum that really clicked for me. Is my very, very roundabout way of, you know,
insulting Norway.
Haven't
Yeah.
seen
Okay.
your face around here before.
I came by boat.
Word to the wise. If there's a cave up this way, we'll take
I
the
never
hills,
played
much less
Disco Elysium. I should.
What makes the jungle so risky?
I never got around to it.
You did just
it
get off
is
the
a
boat,
game to
didn't
play
you?
slowly.
The
There's
Jackie was
a
in there for
lot of
starters,
dialogue, and it is
not to
very well
mention a
written,
whole
but it's like
bunch of escaped
it's like trying to
slaves
eat
will
a
happily
whole cake
skewer
at
your
once. You
backside.
just shouldn't
I
do
saw
it.
one
You
of
will
them
have a
once at the
stomach
edge of the
ache
jungle,
afterwards.
all in your tape he was. Could
Or
have chased
Disco
after him
Elysium's
if I
case, a
wanted,
headache.
but I knew his game. He was trying to lure me into
Yeah,
a
so
trap.
what happens is the more I write, the less I want to read. I don't know if you experience that yourself.
Tell me more about this pass.
Given
But-
how much I enjoy reading and writing,
You don't go too far once you get to the hills. Cross the
I
bridge,
understand in
come to
certain
it.
respects to other
Pirate's Den is
things.
somewhere on the
I
other
just
side
don't
of
think...
the island. But whatever you do,
when you have a certain amount of one side of something, you want to engage less with another is something I can definitely understand.
What's the
Yeah.
north?
there was a whole load of us having a bit of a scout round that.
I really have a hard time playing text heavy
the
games.
rest of us just legged it like I'm telling you, mate.
Just all the reading. I guess it's also because my eyes are getting pretty bad.
Crime must be punished.
Could be a reason. I tried playing what's it called? Tides of Numenera. Check. Yeah, Torment. It's like
no
the
reason
sequel
why I
to
should
the
talk to you.
old Torment, Planescape Torment. And there was so much text. Like the first half an hour, it was just text. It was just reading. I just couldn't play it. I think also with Pillars of Eternity, somehow I was able to play like 15 hours maybe, but there was so much text at some point I couldn't do it anymore.
I'm just thinking about like some of the role-playing campaigns I've actually run, and you would get exhausted very quickly because, oh my gosh, the amount of dialogue that sometimes would happen. Although, funny story was that the one player decides to try to romance like one of the quest givers. Okay, I had to cut an entire city because of how much I had to pivot the whole story. Because of just how quickly they just the whole party's going off the rails, doing all these other things that you're not expecting. My word, that was an experience. It was like, oh, so I'm like if a Bioware RPG was drunk.
Yeah, for some reason, like I don't have a problem with all the text and story heavy based stuff in Bioware RPGs or other RPGs with really good voice acting. Like the voice acting helps a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely, because you're not having to fill it all in yourself. I get that. Literally naming these people savages, I'm already imagining someone is probably not happy with this section. Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah.
I just received it. What? I just looted his head?
Well, sure.
Why would I loot a man's head?
I mean, you can can sell it. You can make an ornament. You can do whatever you want. It's up to you.
I don't know if I ever want to go to your house. This is what you use to ornament things, sir.
Oh yeah, I have some heads here. Not from savages, but you know. I think you need them for a quest or something.
Oh, man.
You know, games, sometimes you need collect 5 heads.
Cannot be sold once belonged to a native hunter. Oh, so when they're loot, they're a native hunter. When they're engaged, they're... Oh my gosh. So we only respect them after they're dead.
Yeah, well, you know what? That happens with a lot of people. Like artists especially. You know how the prices of art go up after the artist is dead?
Yes. Although we are running close to the end here, but I did promise a little extra. So let me save here quick. We're going to do a little bonus thing on account of just, you know, as we all know, it's a special game that our man Jason here just, you know, he just can't stop drinking it in. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. I talk about it all the time.
We will be right back with one extra little game.
Absolutely.